Kingpins has a good fortune. This is the owner of Artistic Milliners, Mr. Omar Ahmed, and we're really grateful to have him here today. And with him, which I love, is we have his collaborator. We love supply chain collaborations, Mr. Charles Juncker, from a town in France that I once went to a long time ago. And they produce machinery. The company's called La Roche, and they produce machinery for recycling. So here we are. Thanks for being here. We have questions for you guys, and we'll start with Umar. What is this thing that you call Circular Park? And it sounds big, and it sounds like it's a good idea, circular. And can you explain the investment?
Sure, Andrew. First of all, thank you for having me at your virtual show. Again, it's really a pleasure.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So Circular Park, right? So just to give you a bit of background, circularity has been an integral part of our company's metamorphosis from a traditional denim manufacturer to a truly sustainable one. And over the years, we've invested in circular systems like water recycling, wind farms, and solar energy. Now, we applied the same approach to our products, where we launched our first generation of PCW fabrics a decade ago. So fast forward to today, the need for circularity in our supply chain is more than ever before, as most of us are looking at conscious consumption and minimizing our waste as the way forward. And that thought process has led us to the idea of a circular park. So this new circular park will be constructed on 70,000 square feet of land, will be powered by solar energy, and will be the central collection point for all our soft and hard waste, including waste like card fly in spinning. Then you have the yarn waste on the ball warping on the fabric side, and then table cuttings, let's say from the garment division. And on arrival, they will all be, once they get to that to the circular park, all these will be properly sorted and at this collection center, and then will go through highly advanced and automated shredding machines.
So for the viewers, 70,000 square feet. If you've been to our show in New York, that's the size of our show in New York. So Charles, I have a question.
Yes.
Tell us about La Roche. You are different than other companies, I'm sure, than your field, but tell us exactly about your company.
Yes, hello, Andrew. So look, La Roche, it's the worldwide leader on post-industrial and post-consumer textile recycling machinery. We are doing this business since 1926. We export almost, I would say 95% of our production around the world. And one of our biggest forces is that we have a good technical teams working not only in France, we have also in Asia. We support our customers. And we have also a very big, a large, I would say agencies who work with us. We have 70 around the world who support also our customers. We have in La Roche, we have also 3 manufacturing plants. And what is the particularity of La Roche is that we are a vertical company, like Omer is. That means like Artistic Milliners. That means that we start from the steel up to the assembling of the machine. And as same as Omer, just because we want to keep the quality control of the products that we are doing today. And that's why we are very well known around the world about that. But we also offer things.
Yes? You make your own steel?
We start with steel plates that we buy them from big companies, to not mention them. Okay. And we have the machines to make all the make all the parts, if we could say like that. So, and we don't subcontract. That means not like others who subcontract in Asia or do. No, we really want to do the things ourselves, and this is one of the biggest things that the customers will like when they come to visit us and they say, "My goodness, but you do everything." I say, "Yes, we do, but not only that, we also have a technical center located in the main office where we have all our machines that we sell to the customers, and this technical center helps the customer to realize samples or to realize products that they are going to do it in future. So we help the customer we support the customer not only to realize his future product, but only to design the line that he will probably buy it in future. So we do it together. So I could say as a summary, I could say that, look, La Roche, we give the technical support and we give the solutions to the customer for his new projects, and we tailor-made them. And that's why I must say, I thank you to Artistic Milliners, because they really trust on that, and they have trust on us concerning this matter. Okay. And I would say that's why we are different from the others.
So together you have a circular part built. What is the economic benefit? Do you want to go through that, Omar, and explain what is the how can we say this? What is the value proposition that you're presenting to the customers and to the industry?
Right. Obviously, if you look closely at the sustainable fibers on offer today, we see that they are, let's say, a set of issues which make them not so sustainable, in my opinion. For instance, organic cotton, right? It's too expensive, and I think it will always be, unless something drastically changes. Cottonized hemp is hard to mix with cotton and not cheap either, as of now. And then you have the new regenerated cellulose fibers, which are coming through, and those are extremely short in supply again. And then you have the recycled polyester, which in the end is still a petroleum-based product, which is not good for the environment. So it only leaves you with a few truly sustainable options. Like post-consumer waste is one of them, and post-industrial waste is the other. Again, in my opinion. So for us as a manufacturer, there's nothing better than PIW, let's say, post-industrial waste, as it helps us minimize our internal processing waste, leaves a significantly smaller carbon footprint when compared to PCW, and is an inexpensive option, which in my opinion makes it a true winner in the long term. And thanks to La Roche, we will have an additional capacity per month of 3 million meters for PIW and PCW waste, and it will be mixed around at 20%. So overall, our, let's say, post-consumer and pre and post-consumer waste capacities will go up to 5 million meters a month.
Wow.
And we see the demand growing. Most of our customers are experimenting with this, and we are gladly obliging at this point.
Your intention is to put 20% of recycled cotton in all your fabrics?
It's all driven by our customers, as we are a B2B. But this is our hope, and it's our goal to actually convince our customers, because again, like I said, there's a minimal upcharge to it, and by mixing this much, we're truly cutting down waste within our processes, and so it's really a win-win, in my opinion.
Sounds fantastic. Charles, we have a minute and a half left.
Yes.
In our live segment. Can you tell us other areas in the textile chain where the machine can be used?
Of course.
Or even outside textiles?
Let's say that instead of using this open fiber coming from the post-consumer and post-industrial, instead of using it on spinning, we could have another field called nonwovens, which is a very large field.
Right.
And generally, these recycled fibers, you find them mostly on the car industry.
Yes.
You find them on the furniture and bedding industry.
Hmm.
And you find them also on house and building for insulation.
Yeah.
So for the car industry, it's mostly for felt insulation. And for the bedding, generally these are the layers that you find them generally on top of the spring. And on the building, and that's one good thing is that you can find them also to insulate the walls and also the roof, if I can say like that,
Yeah.
for heat, but also for acoustic insulation. And I would say that La Roche could bring to the customer both alternatives, because we have the non-woven side. We manufacture machineries from non-wovens, and we also manufacture the recycling. So we can give to the customer turnkey projects for the recycling and also for the non-woven. And that's a big advantage for the customer too.
Thank you for that. That wraps up our live segment. Thank you for watching. But we're going to continue this conversation. So if you want to hear more, stay on for the on-demand section. Thank you for the live stuff, guys. It's very good. Appreciate it. So let's talk about the business of recycling. How much can this grow bigger than 20%? Omar, is 20% the limit? Why do you talk about 20%?
Just to be conservative, but because I don't want to be held to it right now. But yeah, so if we go up to 30%,
we're just talking.
Yeah, but you know, I'll get emails after that. Yeah, so no, it's a conservative number. 20% is conservative because for us, quality and durability is our number one priority, and we don't like to compromise in that. But yes, we are hoping that especially, and that's one of the reasons why we went with La Roche, right? Because their recovery is supposed to be better than the rest of the suppliers when it comes to shredding. So we are very hopeful that we'll be able to recover more and take this up to 30. I think 30 is not an unrealistic target.
Recovery means exactly what to you? Does it mean that that's what comes out of the waste that goes in, the percentage that you get out that's usable in yarn? Is that
the percentage we get out, because obviously we're getting waste from all over, right? There's going to be the PCW waste. There is hard waste on the spinning and the fabric side, for instance, from ball warping as well, and garment cuttings from the garment division. So fabric cuttings from the garment division. So all those wastes have different levels of recovery, but because of the system that La Roche has set up, we're hoping that overall we'll be able to recover 10% more in every single category.
Nice. Charles, let's talk about energy.
Yes.
Energy savings and the sustainable aspects to the equipment. Are there any, or if there are, what are they?
Look, yes, because as we are in the recycling business, we also need to show to our customers that we also do efforts on energy.
Yes.
So yes, today the new tearing machines that we have today in the market, they have what we call an eco version, and this eco version allows to consume less between 12 to 15% less energy, if I could say like that. And today, this is one of the fields that we can propose to our customers. And obviously, yes, we are working on other alternatives in order to reduce this energy consumption more. But let's say that this between 12 to 15% for the same throughput can be today given to our customers. And today, Artistic Milliners is one of the only line in Pakistan who has that system. So
you're using renewable energy, Omar, right?
Sorry?
Yeah.
The factory's using renewable energy.
Yes, the factory is in terms of Artistic Milliners even better because they are using reusable energy.
The most energy.
but we are consuming 12% less of that renewable energy. So that's the point.
And how many machines do you have? How many machines does a factory like Artistic Milliners need?
Okay, how many? I didn't understand the question. How many tearing machines we have today in the market, or how many
in the Artistic Milliner factory? How many do they need?
Today we have Artistic Milliners. They are really our first customer in Pakistan, which trust, I would say that today this recycling business, it's something that people need to get mature on it. And I would say that here in Europe, the recycling culture, it's done. The people goes ahead. They understand that they need to put this, I will say, recycle fiber inside the yarn, but not all the countries are like that. And what I really appreciate from Artistic Milliners is that they really said, okay, guys, we need to move forward, and we need to have the correct equipment, not try to find things in order to work. Let's go straight to the point. And when we listen to Omer, what he's doing, because he's not only with us, he's working with us, but also others, he really did something to put this recycle business inside his spinning mill, if I can say like that, which is great.
So let me ask Umar a strategic question. If you're the cotton industry, are you now approaching the future thinking there's going to be 20% less demand in the jeans industry? Is this really a significant move in the fiber? You know, there's these charts every year of how much fiber is sold, how much man-made cellulose, how much natural cellulose, and so on. Is this number going to start adding recycled products and grow and grow and grow and affect the other fibers imprint market share?
As for cotton, we don't know, right? That really depends on the agricultural pattern. But in terms of consumption, will consumption go down by 20% in the long term? Not sure, right? Because I mean, I'm still personally very pro cotton. And if we see one trend, right, which we've been seeing in our production right now, is that if anything is going down in terms of numbers, that is the polyester content in the fabrics that we make.
I see.
And that is dropping drastically. And so, of course, that is being replaced by more, let's say, cellulose fibers, or mostly cotton, right? So the cotton content generally across our product assortment is actually going up. So in the long term, I see cotton as being an integral part of our supply chain, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Now, there's obviously a lot of experimentation going on around that with natural and regenerated fibers, but I think cotton will have a dominant influence in our industry as we go forward. And the consumers are getting smarter too. They are understanding that, you know, the issues with microplastics and all that. And so no, I think cotton will grow in numbers. Hopefully, I'm hoping.
Thank you. Charles, I'm going to give the last question to you.
Yes.
Tell us about the physical location of your machinery, where it's made.
So today we manufacture all our equipment in near Lyon in France. So so we have 3 manufacturing units. On these 3 manufacturing units, let's say that we have one of them which is dedicated to the recycling units. So what I could see is that recycling, from our side, we see that recycling it's really booming. I would say in the last 5 years, the demand for recycling machinery is really growing. So I'm pretty sure that probably we will need even more space to supply, in order to supply the demand, I would say. Yes.
It's great. A great story. Both of you have given us a great story. I'm hoping that you do a little movie on Circular Park so that we can share it with our viewers. I think
Okay, thank you. No problem.
the idea of using more and more recycled yarns is fantastic, and using waste. I'm a big believer in waste as a resource. And I thank you both for spending time with us. I think it's a great chance for the viewer to learn. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Andrew. Pleasure.
Thank you.